Hey everyone. So I am so excited to get into all of the signs and to talk about them in depth. But before I do that, I feel like I should make a video about the sun. The sun is the giver of life. It's fiery and it's a masculine planet. The sun is your general personality and your general characteristics. It's the ego, it's vitality, and your spirit. It's your identity, your essence, it's your creative force. So the reason I wanted to talk about the sun before I get into all the signs is, if you don't know, we are not just our sun sign, and I already talked about this in my first video, but I'll just repeat it. We have moon signs and ascendants, which can be more personal to us. The sun is a personal planet because it's our identity, but it's not always easily accessible unless you have other planets in the same sign as your sun sign. You're not always going to feel like your sun sign. You're going to feel more like your ascendant and your moon sign, especially if your sun is alone in a house with no other planets around it, or it's unaspected or intercepted. It's going to be harder to access it and feel like that is your identity, like those are your characteristics. You're not going to feel like that if it's in a hard place to reach in your chart, or if it's alone. So with that being said, the sun, our sun sign, is what we aspire to be. It is the characteristics that we grow into as we grow up, because if you know, your ascendant is your first house cusp. It's right when you're born. That is your identity. That is what you come into the world as. So if it's different from your sun sign will be the characteristics that you will eventually grow up into being. So the sun is almost like our soul and spiritual purpose, because it is our spirit. Whatever house that the sun falls into, that is the house that we will seek to express our sun and our identity and individuality, the characteristics of our sun sign. That is where we will express them, in that area of our lives. So when we are accessing our sun and feeling those characteristics of that sun sign, we feel more like ourselves, like that is the way we are supposed to be acting. I hope this was helpful and it helped you understand about your sun sign more and why it might not always feel like that's who you are. I am gonna go in depth about each sign, and I really am excited to do that. I'm not gonna go in the order from Aries to Pisces. I want to go in a particular order, just of whatever sign I'm feeling, or maybe in the order of my favorite to least favorite. I do love every single sign very much, but I think some are really interesting to talk about, and I just want to get that out there. So if anyone comes across and is like, oh, you're not going in the order, I know I don't want to go in the correct order. So thank you for watching.